What's the deal, family? It's your boy Steve with Triple Double. We back at y'all. Hey, we had some difficulties last week, but we here this week, man. Hey, Nicole, how you doing, man? I ain't seen you in a couple of weeks. How you feeling?
I'm good. You all right?
I'm good. I'm good today. Shine Teasy, man, what's up with you?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
You ready? I see your stats. I can see your screen in my peripheral, but I ain't gonna tell them what you looking at today. Hey, man, we got a high impact show today. We gotta talk Embiid. We talking Dak. We talking Brady. We ain't talked football in a few weeks. We talking Kyrie. So I'm gonna start with Embiid, man. He got hurt last night. He's out. He's to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, and he has a knee sprain. And I just want to know, does this increase, decrease, or does this keep his chances to win an MVP the same? How y'all feeling about
It, in my opinion, when you include his injury, it all goes off of how the team's success is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If the team, flops, it increases his chances. If the team does great without him, it diminishes his chances. So when you talk about that and you include the injury in it as well, as of right now, Joel Embiid isn't my MVP. Right. I don't have him as my MVP. In fact, I actually have LeBron James as the MVP as of right now. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing a heck of a great job, and he's doing it without Anthony Davis as of right now. So just not being biased, I got LeBron James in that regard. But when you include Joel Embiid in this injury, you have to always take into account, availability is huge. Excuse me, being available for your team is very huge, just as well as durability. And so not being there throughout the time, people will lose sight on it. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind, pretty much. Yeah. So when you think about the things of what Joel Embiid has been able to do, 29 points, 11 rebounds, top 10 in rebounds as well. He's literally the main focal point to that team. You know what I'm saying? Without Embiid, 76ers don't go anywhere. However, we still got to see what the end is going to be when it comes to them.
I like Embiid though. I actually got him as my number one. I got Brian as my number two, only because Brian and them took that. They started losing a little bit without AD. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of pushed him down on my list, just that one spot, because he was my leading candidate. The whole year. But I think these last couple of weeks, Embiid, kind of basically passed him up on my list. That's just my insight on it. But Nicole, how you feel about it, man? How you feeling about Embiid and these 76?
So I like Embiid. I do think that it is going to decrease his chances just a little bit, even or irregardless to the team's success. And I only say that because, as Sean pointed out, he's already expected to miss at the very least 8 games. It's already a short season. It was already a quick turnaround. So, of course, you don't get a cookie for playing all games. But if you look at a team like the Heat, or you look at a team like the Lakers, who was the last team standing in the bubble, and they had to do that quick turnaround, for candidates that's on his same plane, you know what I'm saying, the ones that he's actually going against, like the LeBrons of the world or the Jokic, they not missing as many games as him. Like LeBron literally sat out 1 game, and that's for rest. You know what I'm saying? The last game of the first half. So I do feel like it's gonna decrease his chances just a little bit. Embiid is injury prone, so I'm really surprised to see that this is his first injury so far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this year. So by him being the leading candidate for the MVP race, I do feel like they have to take that into consideration, and it might decrease his chances or hurt his chances just a little bit.
Man, I watched how his knee buckled when he jumped, when he came down, man. It looked dangerous. It looked like it hurt it for sure. But, we got to move on, Sean. We got to move on. I want to kind of pick it up a little bit because I know you missed football. We ain't talked football in a couple of weeks. I know you missed it because you felt like you was the man in this topic. But we got to talk Dak, man. Dak just got the check. He got $160 million for 4 years. Now the second highest paid player in football after my boy Pat Mahomes signed. After my guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's $40 million a year. $40 million a year. Was this smart on the Dallas Cowboys end?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're talking Dak Prescott. Has he been able to get them to the Super Bowl? No, but he's done. It's not many quarterbacks left that can be able to do the same thing that he can.
Everybody's not Brady, huh?
Of course not. Of course, I mean, you compare him to the GOAT in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But this is Dak Prescott. You know, one of the guys who also started off his rookie year 13-3. You know what I'm saying? However, it was some long times ago. But you know, Dak Prescott is a heck of a quarterback who's always been available, who's always gave it his all to the game. You know what I'm saying? A great model citizen for the Dallas, Texas. And so when you compare him to what's actually out there, like the Cam Newtons, the Alex Smiths of the world, like quarterbacks like that. I mean, why could you leave him out there? You know what I'm saying? Why not pay him? Why wait? Why take so long and franchise tag him? And then now the point, now y'all get to a point where you can franchise tag him, but it's gonna still cost you. So now, I mean, it's better to pay him now than to pay for that later. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to pay for a good price ticket, I suggest you go ahead and just roll with it. Nah, man, he's been able to prove himself to be available. He's been able to prove himself to be there, man.
He wasn't available this past season, but
It's his first win. It's his first time.
He's not available. He's not available. But I like that, man. That cool. You know what I'm saying? He ain't my choice. You know, I ain't gonna just roll with Dak off rip. You know, he all right, though. I see y'all Dak fans. Y'all like Dak. Apparently, I don't know why. I don't know what's spectacular about Dak. But he cool. But, man, Nicole, what you feel about this? Was this smart on the Cowboys?
I do feel like it was smart. Pay
course.
that man his money. You pay Ezekiel Elliott, who produces what for you? What have you done for me lately? Like, they are a bust without Dak Prescott. Like, just period. And you gave Ezekiel Elliott his money. You gave Amari Cooper his money.
Nah.
Listen, I feel like I feel like he has exemplified loyalty to the Cowboys. It ain't like he was putting himself out on the market, shopping around, demanding trades, doing all this other stuff. He really waited patiently until he got his money, and I do feel like they should pay him. First of all, the way they took care of Tony Romo is blasphemy that he had to wait all this time to get his money.
No, that's exactly. I agree with
Pay that man.
Because I ain't like Tony Romo either.
What did Tony Romo do?
Maybe it's them Dallas quarterbacks. I just don't care for Dallas quarterbacks.
What did Tony Romo do?
I wasn't a Romo fan. I just wasn't a Romo fan. That's just how it was. Romo was in the league at the wrong time for it. That's what it was or something. I guess that's what it is.
I mean, and Jerry Jones babied Tony
He
Romo.
did.
Like,
Anything he wanted.
literally.
He did, that's not my problem.
And just like what she said when you mentioned Zeke Elliott, that offense is nothing without Dak. We've been able to. We just proved it. It's been able to be proven just this past season.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? Zeke got his money, got paid, and everything. What did he do? He wasn't even top 10 in rushes this season.
No.
Are you kidding me? And you're one of the top paid running backs. No, it's unacceptable. So it's obviously that train goes as far as Dak is going to take him.
Yes. Okay. I mean, we've seen that this year.
Yeah.
I have nothing on
Because Andy Dalton was not the answer. Is that who
Exactly.
No rebuttal. No rebuttal. I can't lie. And that's what I'm saying. Dak decent. You know what I'm saying? He nice.
Decent?
Yeah.
That kind of disrespectful.
He's all right. He's not no A-Rod.
Oh,
but he got them two championship games, though.
Yes. But, I mean, hey. That's it. I mean, like, what else are we? He was hurt this year. I don't care.
You want Dak?
That's not my news.
So you want Dak or you want
Russell Wilson.
Oh, that's not even. That's disrespectful to Russell Wilson, if you ask me.
I mean, you can't.
I thought he was worth it since he's the second highest paid football quarterback that's getting paid right now.
But healthy, Steve, healthy. Do you want Dak or Carson Wentz?
Exactly.
Of course,
exactly.
I'm gonna go Dak.
No, you're not. You're a Carson Wentz guy.
I'm not. I just feel like you just didn't give Carson a chance.
No, how many chances do we need?
No, you fooling.
How many chances do you give Carson Wentz?
They have a completely depleted and hurt team. What did you?
What you want? He ain't got
Everybody was hurt.
Everybody.
I'm excited to see, though. This is off topic, but I am excited to see what Carson does do for the
Me
Colts.
too.
I'm very excited to see what he's going to do with that job. Because if you look at what Phillip Rivers was able to do, imagine, and Phillip Rivers actually beat A-Rod too.
Phillip Rivers
right?
a vet.
He beat A-Rod in one of those high-scoring games, right, where A-Rod was kind of terrible. But needless to say, so I'm excited to see what Carson do, especially behind that O-line and that Jonathan Taylor and them boys. So
You got the nerve to come in here today and be disrespectful.
I am.
You disrespectful.
I am.
What did you have to even bring that up for?
I'm sorry.
That was off topic.
My bad. I just
this
had
a
to
Dak
prove
topic.
something.
This ain't had nothing
I
to do
Carson
with
if you
Phillip
compare.
beating A-Rod.
I like
But
Carson
anyway,
if you comparing them against A-Rod.
I know you gonna like this next topic though, Sean.
What
You
you
gonna
got?
like this. Tom Brady, your boy, signed a 4-year extension, really a 1-year extension with 3 voidable years with the Buccaneers that saves them $19 million, Sean. $19 million in the salary
They
cap.
swear Brady the bigger
They
person.
swear. I know what they trying to do. But I got to ask, and I'm going to start with Nicole, Sean, because since you keep opening up your mouth in the beginning of the topics, can they repeat, Nicole? Because I know what Nicole going to say. Can they repeat this year with Brady doing this?
They can repeat. I mean, let's be very clear. It's not that I was surprised that Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. I was surprised that Patrick Mahomes lost. In that fashion. Like, no, they got blew out. It was literally like take your child to work day.
Yeah.
And that's what really just like, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, by Brady, you know what I'm saying, signing another contract. Not even that. It's the confidence that Brady has. You know, you look at like his Twitter post. He said, yeah, we might as well just go ahead and run it back. Meaning, like, it's really disrespectful, really.
It is. Hold on, Sean. I don't think the world want to know what you got to say. We going to move to the next knowledge. Go ahead, man. What you got to say?
Man, I promise you I was going to get this off. But I was actually looking for my GOAT mask. I must have left it. I mean, because what do you expect? It's Tom Brady. He's going to son Patrick Mahomes on one of the biggest stages that he knows. I was never scared. I was never scared. I'm excited about this move. I love the fact that they extended his contract. He's going to get it done, and he's going to run it back. You know, they're bringing back the same pieces. They bringing back Davis, and they're trying to get back Shaq Barrett. I really hope they get him back. We still got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. We're going to see if we can get Antonio and Grunt back. So,
who is we?
Me, Tampa, us. Tampa, us family.
Right, he's gonna be there.
Yes, my family. Those my guys right there. That's fam. But we gonna be able to run it back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who else is gonna be able to
Don't do that.
Stop us?
Don't do
like
that.
who? I mean, what y'all wanna say? Drew Brees? I mean, I thought we ran through that wall already. I mean, who y'all gonna say? A-Rod? I mean, A-Rod, they trying to get Odell or something. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna help them or not, but
So you saying it don't matter what no other team got? It's a lot.
It's a lot. Literally, he ran through the whole conference. Come on now. Come on, what more do you want?
I ain't gonna lie. That was the greatest playoff run in history to me.
Ever.
In history. Almost sports history. I got it's second on my list in sports history, but one of the greatest runs of all time. Greatest I like Dirk's run in 2011. I think that was the greatest run ever.
You talking football?
In football that was the greatest run ever. But I'm talking about in sports, it's second. It's far second to Dirk to me. Only because if you look at the stature of Dirk and Brady's the greater sports figure, right? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, he beat Drew, he beat A-Rod. It was good, you know, and he beat Pat. You know, the future of the league. So I like it. It was good. I think they can repeat with this if the pieces, you know, come out and play, nobody getting hurt, and you know he got everything, you know, back in motion. I do feel like they can win. I do feel like it. But just know I'm still rolling with my boy A-Rod. But that's a whole nother story for another day. We can get to that around August and September when we talking NFL. But look, we got to switch it up. We got to go back NBA. We got to go back NBA. And I know this your boy Shine, so I already know what you going to say.
My guy?
Does Kyrie Irving deserve more MVP consideration? He's been playing good. KD's out. James Harden playing good too, though. James Harden really looking better to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as, I mean, that's as far as stats, but Does he deserve more MVP consideration?
It's kind of hard because when you look at what Kyrie Irving does on the field, I mean on a court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a mastermind. He's great at what he does. You know, one of the greatest ball handlers, can do anything with either hand. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest finishers under the rim. Just a 6 feet assassin, honestly. And so when you look at what he does when he does get on the court with the Brooklyn team, I mean, it's hard to really doubt him. But however, he's not always in that lineup, so I can agree if somebody says he doesn't. Like because being available is one of the biggest things in sport. You have to be available. LeBron James wouldn't be who he is today if he wasn't as available as he is. Mm-hmm. So when you look at Kyrie Irving and what he does with his team, even with Kevin Durant being out, even when James Harden have slow games, he's able to bring that team through.
I know why you're saying it. I know why he's saying it, nigga. It's because you're a Damian Lillard fan and you really want him to have more MVP consideration. That's really what it is, man.
No,
I mean, that's what I got out of that statement, man. I heard Dame all through that statement.
Where did you hear Portland and anything?
I just know how you think. It has nothing to do with Kyrie. You want Dame to have more MVP consideration. Just say it, Sean.
Dude, I love Dame, but I can't. I mean, he's getting the MVP consideration. He's definitely a top 5 MVP candidate. He is.
Top 5?
For what? No, he's not.
In the NBA?
Look at what he's
Name your top 5.
Name the top 5 MVP consideration.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put now. Because
No,
he's still in there.
Go through the
He
list.
just got hurt last night.
I know, so he's still in. I'm saying he's
okay.
in there.
Go
through your list.
Joel, not James Harden. Joel. I will say James Harden. I will say LeBron James, Damian Lillard, and I'll put.
No Jokic?
I'm about to say that. I was trying to really get that out.
Joker?
I mean, I keep about to say Luka, but it is Jokic. It is Jokic.
I know.
But I got Dame in there. Yes, I have Dame in there.
For what reason?
Look at what he's doing.
You would have got me if you would have said CP3 before he.
He's literally tied second in the league in points per game. He's almost leading the league in that. And then look at what he has.
Bradley Beal.
So you're not considering the team records? Since when do you?
Yes, they're top 5. Well, I think they're 6 now.
But Sean, scoring. I mean, okay, look.
Talking about they 6.
But look, though, you don't have
to
look at Giannis' numbers. Giannis' numbers is better, and his team is winning.
And they're third in the East.
Because Giannis just won back-to-back, you just gonna knock him down like that.
Crazy.
That's dirty.
I can't just knock him out. I can't. It's kind of. I think it's because of the late start with Giannis.
I don't care about
Giannis hasn't had a longer stretch of bigger dubs and bigger games than Dame has. He hasn't. He hasn't had bigger games and the
bigger games. Dame will get 28 points. Dame will get 28 points and hit a buzzer beater, and that's a bigger game. Wow. Giannis will get 30, 10, and 8.
Sometimes he don't even get 30.
And don't got it.
That's not even a guaranteed 30.
Okay. 18, 11, and 8. It doesn't matter. It's bigger. I mean more to my team. Just because you hit a buzzer beater, I mean you had a big game.
I'm not saying as far as buzzer beaters go. But what I'm saying is when you look at the total length of games, and what Dame has just been doing as of lately.
I'm going Giannis.
Giannis
so what you going?
29, 11.7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
I like it. But I still got Jokic in there over him.
No, I do.
We're talking about
I do too. But Giannis is top 5. Not Damian Lillard. He's like 6, 7, 8.
Because if you swap the conferences, Dame is no. I got Dame in the third. I got Dame at the first spot. And if you got
MVP has nothing to do with conference.
But I'm saying if you put Giannis, you talking about Giannis numbers. No. If Giannis was over there on the West,
Steph Curry playing better than Dame. Their numbers the same.
I can't expect Giannis to be who he is.
And Steph is really edging Dame. Yes, he is as far as his numbers.
His numbers.
Yes, his numbers is edging him a little bit. And they're playing with the same amount of talent.
Yeah.
Actually,
what Steph have?
I was about to say that. Actually, Dame has way more.
So Draymond Green is Draymond Green
not
better than any other person besides Dame on Portland?
No, he's not better
Yes,
than
he
he's
is.
not better than Enes Kanter.
He's not better.
Yes, he is
No.
better than
Where?
Enes. Every GM would want a Draymond
He's
Green.
better.
Are you serious?
He's only
What are you talking about?
Draymond is only mentioned one because of his attitude,
And
two,
camaraderie.
and his camaraderie, and he's a great facilitator.
If you
That's
take
it.
Draymond Green off the Warriors as of right now, they would be nothing.
Because
Even
now
if
that's
it's-
their now
even
that's
if
their
it's-
system.
But listen, even if it's Steph and Clay, if you still take Draymond out the equation, they still
Crazy.
not as
Stop
lethal.
it.
No, they're
Crazy.
not. Because
Go crazy.
Draymond Green
He's
is
so
the point
replaceable.
guard. No,
He's so
I'm gonna tell you who's
replaceable.
replaceable. Enes Kanter is replaceable. You can
Yes.
swap him out with anybody.
But
Exactly. So
everybody
Draymond Green is a better player. I'm sorry, he's a better player.
I don't even
than
think
anybody else
Nicole.
on Portland.
I don't even think Nicole got to answer the question about Kyrie because you sitting here
I mean,
ruffling
you
our
switched
feathers
it to-
about
he
some
switched
thing
it.
because I knew what
He
you
switched
want.
it to Dame.
Because you want to put
Last-
Dame in your
last
top
week,
5, and that's
Hey,
idiotic. Don't
how?
nobody want to hear about
How?
that. Go ahead, Nicole. I'm
Very
sorry.
idiotic.
I don't know where his manners is at.
Because if you think
I
about
don't
it,
know where
Dame
his
can
manners is
easily
at.
be where Steph Curry is. If you think about it, he can
Easily?
easily. Yes.
If this
yes.
was a fifth, we'd be drunk.
Don't matter. Dame
Dame,
can easily
you wanna-
be exactly where Steph
I
Curry
was never
is.
gonna say this,
Literally.
but I'm gonna be disrespectful to you. Dame would never be Dame if it wasn't a Steph Curry. Go ahead, Nicole, and answer
How?
the question
How?
about Kyrie.
And how?
Because he wouldn't have the confidence he got of shooting that many threes and shooting that deep
Bro,
if Steph
what?
wouldn't have changed the
That
game. That's
that
the
makes,
truth.
That makes absolutely
He wasn't
no
even
sense.
that. He was not that until
That's
Steph
like
started
saying
doing it.
LeBron wouldn't be who he is if he didn't have to argue against the Kobe and Jordan debate.
Right?
Oh my
That's
God,
true.
are you serious?
Kobe
LeBron
wouldn't be who he
James
is
still
if
great.
it wasn't for Jordan.
But listen, but
Jordan
LeBron
wouldn't be
James,
who he is if it wasn't
but
for
LeBron
Magic and
James
Bird.
is still great at everything that he does, even if you exclude Kobe Bryant. His art, Kobe,
Yeah, but-
LeBron James has always
yeah, but
wanted
where-
to go against.
but
he's
where's
been
my
compared
push?
to
It's
Jordan.
the difference.
So it's the same thing.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
Come
Sean,
on, how?
it's the disrespect. It's
How?
the disrespect for
Disrespect.
me.
You
What-
talking
can I
about
get one
Dame
more
on
minute?
me?
Go ahead.
You know what?
Nicole.
Go ahead,
Nicole.
go ahead, go
I
ahead,
mean,
go
'cause-
ahead, man. Because he's killing me
Because
right
he
now.
getting carried away.
He's getting way
He
too
makes
big.
no sense.
He getting
Go ahead.
carried
Way too
away.
big.
Go ahead.
It's the disrespect for me. What have Dame ever won or did? You want to compare him to Steph. You want to compare him to Giannis. It's disrespectful.
He's not them.
But I'm definitely going to talk about Kyrie. Does he deserve more MVP consideration? Absolutely not. And I only say that because, number one, the amount of games he's missed, the little personal hiatus he went on when his whole team didn't know where he was at,
Yeah.
coaches included.
Exactly.
And then I'm also this behind the scenes is going crazy.
That is nuts. It's nuts.
I'm gonna also speak to the fact of James Harden. They still get wins if KD and Kyrie is not there. They do not get wins if Kyrie and Harden is not there. So it's just a simple no. Now, do he got any holes in his offensive game? No. Is he the best show to watch to me in basketball? I'm talking about, I want to, Kyrie gonna dazzle you. MVP
You know what?
consideration,
It's cute.
I'm
It's a
straight.
cute game. It's a
Yeah,
cute
like,
game.
I'm
straight
not
on
gonna
the
argue if you want to debate against it. In my case, I also said the same thing. I mean, when you add, him missing games and stuff like that. I mean, and even what James Harden has been able to do with or without Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And yeah, I mean, I agree.
All right, Sean, man. We got to move on. This is the last topic because I'm tired of you today. You know what I'm saying? You pissing me off.
It's the feel is mutual. For sure.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I got to ask y'all this, man. I got to ask y'all this. One team from each conference, East and West. Who do y'all think has to make the biggest push going into the playoffs? One team from each conference. I need one from the East, Nicole, and one from the West. Which team y'all got? Who y'all think got to make the biggest push?
Before I go there, I see, because he loves stats.
He loves it.
I got to talk about these dang stats.
Oh my
God.
God!
I have to.
Oh
I have
my
to.
God.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
you-
do what I want to do.
Are y'all
He just
serious?
talked for 20 minutes.
Oh my
I'm gonna do what I
gosh.
want to do. So he said he's putting Giannis in his top 5. Hold on, I got some talking going. He said he putting Giannis in his top 5, right? Over. No, you taking Giannis out over Dame, right? Okay, just want to make sure I got your verbiage right.
29.
29, 4, and 8, and they're 6th in the West.
And I said they could
They
easily
don't want
be
it.
where Steph is.
They need to
Look at what
but
he's
it's
working
not about
with. That's
Steph. We're
what I
talking
said.
about Giannis. You don't
If
have
we
Steph
look
in
at-
your top
he's-
five.
But you gotta you do have to put seed into consideration as
Sure.
well. And so when you put that in, and I do
No,
see
the
and
Bucks
Bucks
are
are
great.
higher. I know, and the Bucks are higher. But you gotta also look at what Dame is, what he's working with.
But Sean,
That's nothing.
Sean.
And he's still balling.
Sean.
And he's still
Who
balling.
is on
He's still
the
balling.
Bucks? Chris Middleton?
Hey,
That's
who
all there
doesn't? Who's
That's an
who's
all-star. Get Dame an
that
all-star.
Was he an all-star this year?
Who?
Chris Middleton.
Chris,
No.
Chris, he's not, but he is an all-star.
No, but we talking about what have you done for me
Inconsistent.
lately?
Lately, Sean. And this is the thing.
like Dame.
You keep comparing him to Steph. Steph is playing with 19-year-olds. Dame is still playing with some folk that's what, 26, 27. He has Carmelo Anthony. He has Carmelo Anthony who can get you 25. Yes.
Exactly.
He-
Got him
he-
25,
yes.
but is that on a nightly basis?
he
No,
can't.
it's
Whatever
not.
he
My
gets,
point.
be grateful.
Chris Middleton can
I
get
wish-
you 25, but is that
Dame-
nightly?
I wish Dame also played with the number one pick in the draft. I just wish he had that on under his belt with him. I wish he played.
But
alongside
meanwhile, you're
Klay
disrespectful
Thompson as
because
well. Come on.
Steph Curry numbers 29.7, 5.5 rebounds, and 6.3 assists.
It's better.
What is you
He's
talking
edging
about?
him.
He's edging up.
No,
No,
this
maybe
is
by a
the
little
numbers.
bit. Maybe by
Yeah.
a little bit. Maybe by a little bit. I mean, it's gonna
That's an
fluctuate.
inch.
Nah, it's gonna fluctuate.
It's gonna fluctuate. It's literally gonna fluctuate throughout the season.
Steph
You
is
can't have
better.
it both
Steph
ways.
playing with lesser talent. Steph is
is
playing with a
balling.
rookie.
I like Steph this season.
Rookies.
But then again, look, y'all still don't got him in y'all top five.
Steph 6.
All right, y'all-
6,
okay.
Dame 7.
Okay,
That's
so we
my
not
order.
talking 6. We talking top
No,
five.
but what was your
Come on,
argument
come on,
for Giannis? I just
I
gave you
still-
all
But
the
that's
Dame
what we
better.
agreed on. Me and her list is the same. Embiid, LeBron, Jokic, who we say Harden, and Giannis. You trying to throw Dame in the top, but he's not in that.
I like
Steph is
him.
playing better. Yes.
Not even that. He
Dame-
didn't even
Steph
have
is-
Giannis
Steph-
in his top.
You don't even got Giannis in your top.
Giannis like 6.
That's
Like
disrespectful,
6.
man.
Like 6.
We got him in our swap.
Like 6. The two-time MVP and the MVP of the All-Star game. That
And
was
we got
16
for 16.
And Dame just
Yeah,
hit it
missed
up
a
in the
shot.
fourth quarter.
Dame just
But-
heated up, and
I can make
Steph
the argument
was
though
having a
that
better
if Joel Embiid was in there for
We
that
talking
All-Star
about
game,
who
it
played,
wouldn't
though.
be 6.
It
I know,
don't
but
matter.
you can't
But we're
argue.
talking about
availability.
who played.
Availability.
Okay. That's availability.
You gotta be available.
Okay.
You
All
have
right.
said that
It's
for
a
every
game to game.
subject.
He
It's a
said that
game
for
to
every
game.
subject.
It's a game
You
to
gotta
game
be
thing.
available.
All right,
Nah,
okay.
availability
It's a
don't
game
matter.
to game thing.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
I got you. Go ahead.
All right, man,
Can we go back to the topic,
Yeah,
please,
all right,
man?
all
'Cause
right.
This
Who
is
y'all
what the
got?
code does, man.
West and East, what two teams got to make the biggest push?
He was asking you before you went back to the other.
Oh, before I got my argument out because you took up all the time.
Yeah,
No worries.
Go ahead.
It's no worries.
Go ahead, Nicole.
So I feel like in the East, if the Celtics want to do anything, they gonna have to make a bigger push. I just don't know if they can. It's not about if they can or will, but who I feel like needs to make a bigger push, it's gonna have to be the Celtics because right now they looking at the 5th seed. They done found themselves in the middle of the pack. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be an early
First
exit.
round exit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a first round
Even
exit.
if they was a top seed.
So they might want to tread lightly and figure out, what they got going on in there. As far as the West, it's gonna have to be the Lakers. And I say that because I don't like where they lined up at right now. They the 3 seed and Portland is the 6 seed. If the playoffs started today, they would be playing each other. I don't like
Hey, but they gonna kill them though.
I mean, but look at what LeBron or AD, whoever, would have to exert to beat them though. You don't wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Exert
tougher.
yourself like that in
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
first
be tougher.
round. So I don't like that. Honestly, if I'm the Lakers, say what you will. I want to drop to the 4th seed. So I could really listen, if I'm not the
Playoffs
1st
money for
seed,
real.
But they
exactly.
be playing Denver though or something, won't they?
No,
Yeah.
they would be playing
They be playing different.
they'd be playing Denver, which is okay to me.
I'd rather play.
No, because I don't know what it is. AD uses Jokic.
But Jokic use them back a little bit though.
Nah.
I
Who gonna use
don't know.
LeBron on Denver?
Nobody.
Not so.
But ain't nobody on Portland can mess with them either though.
I don't know because Nurkic was giving AD problems.
I don't know. If I'm LA, I think I'd rather play Portland.
I don't know about that one.
Cause Dame scared of LeBron. But yeah.
He's not scared of no LeBron.
Yeah, he's still too respectful to LeBron.
He's scared of him.
He's not scared of him.
So those are my two. So I would, if I'm the Lakers,
The best two franchises of all time.
I either want the first seed or I want the fourth seed. That's me. What y'all think?
Who you got, man? Who your
When I look at I agree with Boston. I agree that
Me too.
Boston
That's my
definitely
East.
needs a push. On that East, Tatum and they got.
I don't like them.
Me either.
I don't like
Bro, man,
I don't know what it is.
He's really disrespectful to Tatum, bro.
I like him. He lost me, man. He lost me.
They gotta definitely get a push going.
Man, who your
I
West,
don't know.
man? Why you gotta be
I don't know.
Who your West, son?
My
What do
West.
you mean?
My West. I'm gonna go ahead and say.
You don't know?
I really don't know because I can
don't know
argue.
your West?
I actually like LeBron James and the Lakers as a team that needs to make that push, though. I agree with that. Because
You gonna copy Nicole?
I agree.
Geez,
Two things can be right. Hey, it's the first time. Hey, two things can be right. I like the Lakers.
Reggie could have answered that.
Reggie could have. Reggie ain't on the show.
Copying Nicole.
Reggie got to be on the show.
Silly, John.
But I like the Lakers. I agree with that take. I don't think that they can be able to do it though without if they were to go against Denver though, that'd be kind of scary though. Portland, they losing to Portland in 7.
Who's
The
losing to
Lakers?
Portland? Are you? Hold the heck up.
Hey, wait. I'm gonna get this straight. I'm gonna say that, and that's only if AD is still out. If AD is
I
still
don't care
out,
if AD out or not.
They're still gonna lose. To
You
the
talking about the Portland Trail
LeBron is going to beat them in
Stop.
6.
And guess what? It's going to be embarrassing.
I doubt it.
Man, no.
And
know.
Damian
Without
Lillard is going to
AD,
face
without
another
AD.
injury. And Damian Lillard is going to
Thank
face
you.
another
You
Damian
don't
injury.
look at that
Lillard
shot
don't
clock.
fake injuries.
Sean, you was sitting there with me.
I wasn't
You
there
and
with
Quan
you.
Breezy.
I wasn't
We
there.
watched Dame look at the shot clock. He
And
was
he knew it was
scared.
hurting.
He knew it was over with. In game 3.
I just want to get this on file. You're saying if the playoffs started and the Lakers went against the Trailblazers right now
With no AD.
that the Trailblazers would beat the Lakers?
That's silly.
Absolutely.
I got Portland as my team that need to
With-
make a
with-
push.
With no Nurkic.
Yes. With no
Okay.
Nurkic, yeah. I agree. Yeah. With no Nurkic, yeah. But Enes Kanter he's been doing a heck of a job.
Oh, now Enes Kanter been doing good.
He is, but he's
Oh, but now
not better
he's
than
been doing
Draymond
good.
Green. Yeah, but he's not better than Draymond Green.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just never mind. He
Oh,
said
okay.
Never mind. He said
Now
that.
he been doing
Never
good.
mind.
He's
He
not
said
better
that.
than
He was
Draymond Green.
just like
If I could swap the two, I would.
He be forgetting what he said the previous
How?
time.
I
He do
just
that.
said it.
He do it
I
every.
just
That's
said
why
it.
he lose every week.
How?
He do it
I
every
just
week.
said the same
Anyway,
exact thing.
anyway,
Exactly.
Can
Did
I say my two
did I not
squads?
say the same
Can I
exact
say my
thing?
two
Did I not
squads?
say the same exact thing?
No.
How?
Can I say my two squads?
Go ahead, man. What you got?
I got Boston in the East. I didn't copy Nicole.
You did.
Everybody,
You did.
the world knew I was
You
gonna
did.
say Boston, but I gotta go Portland. You know what I'm saying? I think they got to make a push. I'm scared for them. If Dame want to be a legitimate, bona fide superstar that he claims to be, and he always quote unquote getting cheated.
And he want to stick to
and
his gun.
Stick to his gun and all that. Dame time, pointing at his wrist. Nobody care about all that. All that foolery that he do throughout the season. We want to see this in the playoffs, and I want to see if he's that bona fide superstar.
So what about Steph
I think
Curry?
he has to.
Why do you keep?
Why do you
having-
keep
That's
talking-
so disrespectful.
Yo,
You
hold on,
talking about a unanimous MVP,
'Cause
a
he playing with 19
3-time
years
Oh
NBA.
my God, Steph is still a superstar.
Okay, he is.
One
Come on,
moment.
now.
Hey,
Okay.
so y'all, wait.
So that was my thing. I was about to get there
Please,
next.
All right, go
wait, please. This man is talking about
Yes.
a 3-time NBA champion,
Three-time.
a
Back to back.
unanimous MVP,
Unanimous, and he won another one.
and he won another one. And you keep
Y'all
letting
acting like he
him
did
and
that
Dame.
by himself though. He had Clay, he had Drake, he
You
still
gotta
had Drake.
stop
Nah,
that.
My thing is he's without his Robin, just like Dame is without his
Hey,
Robin.
Sean, it's
But
past
look
the
at what
time.
Steph is-
It's past the time you said you
And
had
look
to
at
go.
where they are.
Hey,
And look where
Sean,
they
look.
at.
It's
It
past the
is.
time you
It
said
is.
you had
I
to
gotta
go.
go.
So
I gotta go.
we can't keep letting you talk.
It is, but you gotta
'Cause you saying
understand they're
crazy
both
stuff.
without their Robin, but yet Steph is in the 9th seed. Okay, why can't we hold him to the same level
I
as
was
if
getting
Dame
there.
was getting there?
I was getting there. I was about to
Go
say
ahead. Go ahead.
my second person that I think need to make that push, my second team rather, should be the Golden State Warriors if they want to stay who they claim to be. That was my second, and that's my second push. And Lakers probably my third because I do want them to. I do think they need to either get a little higher because they don't want to be too tired in the playoffs if they want to go back to back. That's just my thing. LeBron is. I know he's durable. He's Mr. Durable, but still though he's getting older. We don't know how these playoffs might turn out. So Golden State was my second answer until you cut me off,
I
son.
ain't cut you off.
But
Oh.
no, you start getting
Oh, my
outrageous.
You always got something to say, Sean.
What
I
I
do.
don't like is it's okay and it's praise for Dame to be playing without his Robin, but it's woe is the Lakers. The Lakers can be without AD and you still expecting them to not
I got
miss.
LeBron as the MVP. I told you that.
You just said that.
I did.
But your stories
But
never
your-
add up.
exactly.
Everybody in the world gotta still step up to be
Everybody.
Mr. Superman Mr. Batman.
But
I'm
it's
sorry,
a but.
without Robin.
But
But
it's
it's
a
a
but.
but with Dame. Oh, he ain't got nobody.
I'm just
He's
saying
playing by
if
himself.
you comparing him to Stephen Curry,
But
you
we
gotta
wasn't.
hold
You
it
comparing-
because if Dame was in the 9th seed and Steph was in 6th, y'all would be clowning Dame.
I wouldn't be clowning.
I wouldn't be clowning that
No,
because
I said
I
this
don't-
thing.
So
I
now
don't-
y'all saying it's okay for a player to be in
Yeah.
9th place?
No, because
No.
here's the thing.
All right,
I
so
don't.
what's up?
Listen,
I just said what I said about Steph.
This is why I'm not gonna be clowning them because you got an expectation for him. I don't.
I have none.
None.
He
What
lost me.
does he do? What
lost
has
me.
he won? Nothing.
Shoot a three from the logo.
That's what he happy about.
That's
Because he been
stupid.
shooting three.
But at the
That's
end of the
stupid.
Logo Lillard. Oh, okay.
That's
Hey,
stupid,
at the end of the day,
John.
we
No
gotta
jury.
start
You
holding
don't have no
Steph Curry.
hardware.
At the end of the day, we still gotta start holding Steph Curry
I
accountable,
do.
just like how
You
we
know
hold
I'm not a
the
Steph
other
fan.
But
Me
this is
either.
what I'm saying. Even when you mention the MVPs and all of what he's done, y'all acting like he did that.
We didn't
He's
put
doing
him in
that with
our
the.
top five,
I'm
though.
saying though, y'all
He
acting
looking
like
good.
he did those things with the roster that he has now. He always had.
No,
Clay.
we acting
He's
like he
always
got
had
accomplishments.
Draymond. Yeah, he got some accomplishments, but look at the pieces that he has.
Yeah,
Okay,
but Sean-
and
The greatest
Dame
team in
has
football.
had Nurkic. He has had
Right.
CJ McCollum. And guess
Yes.
what? They
Yes.
have came up empty individually or as
So
a team.
it's okay for us to look at Dame even at times when he's been without CJ and he still was able
What
to
about
get
the
them at
times
the
he
third.
was-
seed.
His heart
Look,
on
look,
his
look,
sleeve.
look,
You
heard.
look
Hey,
about
Sean.
it. No, think about it
What
because
about the times
there's
he
been
was
times.
with him? What
There's
about
been
the times he
times.
had him?
What
He
about?
had him.
What about? I mean, he fell short.
Hey,
That's-
but Sean,
I
though,
get that,
but
though.
look, though,
I
look,
understand.
this is my
Go.
argument for Steph, and I'm not a Steph fan, and I know we got to wrap it up. But Steph is getting the same numbers he got in his MVP seasons. He's getting that this year without his Robins, without Kevin Durant, without Klay
It's a
Thompson.
team
He
sport.
didn't have
They still gotta
Draymond.
do
He
something.
didn't have Draymond in the first 10, 15 games.
So did
10
Dame
games
numbers
of the
drop?
season. Huh?
The Dame numbers.
It's
drop?
still the same, but
Alright.
but what's the art? That's our argument.
didn't have an
You
argument.
said
You
Steph.
did.
You said Steph won that stuff because of his team. He's still doing the same thing without that team. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing the same thing, them same numbers. He's producing the same without that team, with a lesser team. Are they winning? No. But he's still doing the same
Because
exact
it's
thing.
a team sport. He's
It's
gonna
a
need
team
somebody else.
sport.
But he's still doing
Thank
what he gotta do.
Thank you.